When it comes to songwriting, nobody does it better than Carly Simon. For decades, her music has defined a generation. In her new memoir called Boys in the Trees, Simon opens up about her difficult childhood, crippling anxiety and stage fright, and some rocky romances with some of the most irresistible men in Hollywood. And it's a pleasure to have Carly Simon here. Good morning to you.
Good morning to you. You
have this wonderful career. You're such a legend, and only now are you writing this book. Why did now seem like the right time to tell your story?
It really didn't make any kind of sense. It just, I was asked if I would write it for a great deal of money. And of course I didn't end up keeping any of it because I went to a different publisher during the course of it, and so the deal was off. But I got with people that understood me and understood what I wanted to say, as opposed to people who were telling me what to write and in what voice to write it.
We learned so much about you, and you see in the book that paradox between, on the one hand, you being shy and kind of wanting to be in your own area, and then at the same time wanting to be known and seen and to be in the limelight. And you talk a lot, very honestly, about stage fright and anxiety and what you went through.
Anxiety was always a tremendously large part of my life, and I think in part because of trying to look for what the truth is and not being able to find it, or being able to hear what, I was told that the opposite was true of what I thought was true. I've been very careful as a mother to not twist my kids' minds up with facts that are not facts.
And we learn a lot about your relationship with James Taylor, and I think you write that there was a certain predestination about it, and you write very lovingly about him.
I think so.
You also, as you mentioned, are doing music as part of this, and you have a new song with your son, Ben. And what was that like?
Well, I've been writing songs all during writing the book process, but I never really elevated them to a status of being finished and recording them. But there was this one exception. Ben and I had been in a terrible fight, and I went upstairs. Ben and Sally have more direct influence on my feelings than anybody could. And when Ben hurts my feelings or Sally hurts my feelings, I went upstairs and I picked up the guitar, because that's where the first person who's in pain wants to go to the guitar and pick it up and play it and dispense with the I, me person and go to the she. But this song actually came out in the first person, and it goes, I can't thank you enough. Because Ben came upstairs and he apologized. And so after the apology, I wrote, I can't thank you enough for you've heard me. You really heard me. You heard what I had to say. And so when I played him that first verse, he said, oh, God, I love that. I want to write it with you. And so we wrote the rest of the song together, and it's our song of thanks and gratitude, which is so specifically this time of year at Thanksgiving, such a wonderful emotion.
Well, I'm almost out of time, but I couldn't let you go without asking about You're So Vain. So now we know, you reveal that Warren Beatty was the inspiration for the second verse, and there's a first and third verse, and I think you're not ready to reveal those yet. Are you kind of like, ugh? Enough about that.
Yes, I have to say it's been fun. It's been fun, and that song is always fun for me. And it's just I can't answer it. I can't do it justice. Can't do the answer justice.
Well, some mysteries are nice to just remain mysteries anyway.
Hope so.
Yeah, Carly Simon, congratulations on the book. Thank you so much for being here. Once again, the book is called Boys in the Trees.
Hello, Today fans. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking that button down there, and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives.